Good evening, folks. We're back. We're back, everybody. I've made it. I'm in a different place now. The audio is probably much worse, but it's okay. I'm at my parents' house. Hi everybody. I'm also working with only one monitor right now, and going from 2 monitors to 1 feels like becoming a one-legged person. Music is so loud. Okay. Alright, there we are. Thank you for letting me know. That should be okay, right? But yeah, we have a exciting stream for today. As you saw by the title, we're going to be doing a deep dive into one of the most notorious pieces of shit on the internet and on radio, and one of the most influential figures in podcasting as well, I'd like to say. This guy, I mean, not only podcasting stemmed from radio, and people underestimate the kind of degree of influence that Mr. Jones had there. But yeah, I'm excited, and I have a printer. This is my my mum's office. I'm quiet as well. Okay, how's this, folks? How's this? How about now? Is that okay? Better? Okay, we're not playing that music anymore. But yeah, we got a whole thing a bit louder. My lord. Hold on. Wait, we'll get there. Wait just a second. That's not the right thing. Hold on. Here we are. Now there we are. Is that good or is that too loud? Is that solid? Okay, there we are, folks. Oh, there it seems to get a bit into the red. Like this. Okay. I do want to do cat camera, actually. Hold on, wait, let me try this real quick, because I have a second webcam right here, and I have a cat right over there, and I think we could kind of work something out, you know? I feel like we could do something there. Just do the rest of the stream screaming like Hitler, the Hitler scene in The Downfall. Yeah, that's what I do. I, as a German, I have no other choice. I have to do that. Wait, okay. The webcam is plugged in. We got this little guy. Ignore the monster sticker, okay? It's because it was flashing the light at me, and it made me upset. I don't like seeing the light. Max is famously similar to Hitler. I am basically Hitler, really, when we think about it. Am I stupid? I may be stupid. Maybe I just do this a little later on. And, yeah, it's okay. But look, take a look at this. No, Teddy, no. Okay. Never mind, I guess. That was sad. Teddy gone. Okay. He gave up. You was moving to university? Oh, that's exciting, Mia. I hope that went well for you. Teddy, based or cringe? Teddy's pretty based, okay? As far as cats go, he's a pretty cool cat. Okay, I'm a big fan. But yeah, okay, let's hop into it, folks. What are Teddy's politics? He's a kitty, he's a meow meow libertarian. Okay, speaking of libertarians, let's talk about a famous one from Texas. Alex Jones. Not even just Alex Jones, he has a middle name there as well. Wait, Mia, you're from Texas? Mia's Texan? This is like the biggest plot twist of the century. What the hell? Alexander Emmerich Jones. That's who we're going to be talking about today. All right, folks? I am very excited. We have so much to get into. But yeah, just tell me, is there anything that you know about him? What are we aware of when it comes to Mr. Jones? What do we think about when we hear his name? Putting chemicals in the water to turn the freaking frogs gay. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's a start. That's a start. He is your lover? Okay. The chaser allegations, there's one. There's no, we know, we know he clearly enjoys it somewhat. I mean, he had like several tabs open. Alex, he is big man. That's true. That's true. I would be terrified if I entered a room with Alexander Jones. He used to be buff. I don't want to say it, but Alex was kind of hot when he was younger. Okay, don't look it up. Don't look it up. You might compromise your politics if you see what he looked like when he was younger. He was, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Okay, he is large and red. So Alexander Emmerich Jones is a man who's born in February 11th in 1974 in Texas. And the family he's born to there is his John Birch Society member dentist father, we'll get into that in a second, and his homemaker mother. I say homemaker, meaning housewife, you know, typical pretty much for a household in the 70s, which was very patriarchally dominated, right? So the John Birch Society, the thingy that I mentioned that Alexander Jones' father was a member of, is a right-wing political advocacy group, and it's actually known for being incredibly anti-communist and, shockingly, very anti-Semitic. They do not like the Jews over there. This is one that you know, it kind of popped up in the 50s by a man named Robert Welch, and they were kind of known for just making up a ton of shit. Now, when you think about like the modern kind of state of conservatism, and you think about how we know, how we see things today, and the kind of conversations that you have, you know, talking to people, trying to explain basic reality to them, that's kind of thanks to these guys. Like, they made up so much shit, and they like, it was kind of their like whole deal. To be conspiratorial and lie, and it ruined a lot. It's made America substantially worse. Don't look up Alex Jones' biggest mistake of your life. Literally, please don't. So yeah, so Alexander Jones, born to that family, he kind of hangs out as a teenager. He doesn't get up to too much. Let's we can have a look at this article I have here. But yeah, he basically grew up being fed anti-communist, nationalistic propaganda. And yeah, one of the things that he talks about that he did as a teenager was he read this specific book. Now, this is a book that comes up every time people ask Alex Jones about what he did when he was younger. Hold on. Let me move the camera over here so I can... Oh, wait, that doesn't work. Wait, I'll move the tab over here and this over here. Oh, yes. Yes, okay, we got it, folks. So yeah, let's have a look at this. Is this gonna work? Wait, we got it. We got it. Just a second, folks. Just a second. Not that one. That is the wrong Firefox tab. How about this one? There we are. Okay. Let's have a look. So this is from the book None Dare Call It Conspiracy. And this is one that was written by a member of the John Birch Society, Gary Allen. And yeah, so when you ask Alex Jones about this, he calls it the easiest to read primer on the New World Order. So this is what he makes people read before he kind of, you know, gives them the craziest conspiracy shit, right? Now, let's take a look at this. So this is an interesting bit of information, I think, because it kind of lays out how the groundworks of how Alex's view of the like his conspiracy brain kind of works, right? Because it's very specific. It's kind of easy to dismiss everything he does as you know, blatant anti-Semitism, but there is some nuance to the anti-Semitism going on here. But here we have an especially interesting example because here they're talking about the Rothschilds. If you don't know, we hear a lot about the Rothschilds today. Surprisingly, they've been kind of like in the like international focus of anti-Semites for a very, very long time. You can find like texts from like the 1920s where people are trying to blame the Rothschilds for like a train derailing when it was a train in the 20s when like everything was shitty anyway. But yeah, let's have a look at this. Let's give it a read. um, so this is talking about people who do bad things in the in the financial area. And here it starts talking about Rothschild. So let's have a look. Preeminent in playing this game was the famous House of Rothschild. Its founder, Meyer Amschel Rothschild of Frankfurt, Germany. That's close to where I live. I went to Frankfurt recently. For the Scientology thing, actually. Kept one of his 5 sons at home to run the Frankfurt Bank and sent the others to London, Paris, Vienna, and Naples. The Rothschilds became incredibly wealthy during the 19th century by financing governments to fight each other. According to Professor Stuart Kane. Also, folks, I have to make the disclaimer. This is like all bullshit. There is like elements of reality kind of mixed into the bullshit and woven into it, but be careful that you don't take anything that I read out to you during the stream, especially at face value. Okay, that's very, very, very important. If you will look back at every war in Europe during the 19th century, you will see that they always ended with the establishment of a balance of power. With every reshuffling, there was a balance of power in a new grouping around the House of Rothschild in England, France, or Austria. They grouped nations so that if any king got out of line, a war would break out, and the war would be decided by which way the financing went. Researching the depositions of the warring nations will usually indicate who was to be punished. So it's basically saying like poor nations got picked on, which isn't really an indicator that the bankers are in control, but rather that poor nations are just kind of easy pickings. And if you're going to attack a nation and you're going to try and, take shit from somebody, you're probably going to go for the ones who are under-equipped and under-financed, right? Here we are. So this is a main bit that I want to read here. One major reason for the historical blackout on the role of the international bankers in political history is that the Rothschilds were Jewish. Anti-Semites have played into the hands of the conspiracy by trying to portray the entire conspiracy as Jewish. Nothing could be further from the truth. The traditionally Anglo-Saxon J.P. Morgan and Rockefeller international banking institutions have played a key role in the conspiracy, but there is no denying the importance of the Rothschilds and their satellites. However, it is just as unreasonable and immoral to blame all Jews for the crimes of the Rothschilds as it is to hold all Baptists accountable for the crimes of the Rockefellers. So I thought that was quite an interesting bit, right? Because even though it is still fucked and it is gonna like lead to constant bullshit conspiratorialism, it is interesting that they wrote it like this, and also that Alex seems to hold to it today. I've noticed that listening to his stuff, which I do a concerning amount, which no normal person should be doing, I do notice that every time he is talking about the elites, he does describe kind of a general thing, and he does say whenever he mentions that there's somebody from one group who's in it, he also does try and like disclaim like they're not all like that, I swear. So there is a weird kind of interesting nuance to it, and this is something that Alex Jones read in his childhood, and thus ended up having quite an impact on his later life. Hi Teddy, hey boy, you okay? So this, then we continue, we keep on going. Alex Jones, in his youth also played a lot of football. That's how he kind of ended up getting pretty jacked, he did a lot of exercise. You wanna come here? You wanna come? Is he gonna come here? Yeah? Teddy, go. Okay. Oh my god, this man is terrible. What's he, Teddy? Okay, hi Teddy. Alright, sorry folks, sorry, cat, is doing things. You can come here. There we are. Okay, so when he gets older, he keeps on growing. He gets very into listening to old Rush Limbaugh, who's a who's a conservative podcaster. Let's have a look at old Rush here for a second, because I think also seeing how Rush is and how he behaves is a pretty it's a pretty good way to kind of understand why Alex might be the way he is and why he might behave the way he does.
America is now being held hostage. We are all imprisoned to the liberal idealism of the hippie-ish 60s, ladies and gentlemen. And every night we're going to remind you of it on this show. This show will not go off the air. This show, taking its cue from ABC's Nightline, will be here every night during this crisis, so as to keep you informed. That's right.
So it's kind of funny, right? This guy especially, he just looks he looks like a slightly a slightly older version of Alex Jones. It is like if you just went like 10 years into the past and you saw them generate an Alex Jones, and this would be exactly what it is. What is this cat doing? He's all over the place right now. He's just sitting in front of me. So yeah, he likes that, and he gets very, very into it. He loves doing that. Let's keep on going. So we're gonna be covering the events in Alex's youth that kind of lead up to his career, because there's a lot of stuff that does kind of end up influencing it. So first of all, one thing that we should make note of is in 1993, so this is 2 years before Alex gets on air. Oh no, wait, did I have that? No way, I had my shit open all the time. That's terrible. Okay, forget you saw anything. Okay? So in 1993, this is when Mr. Jones is he's 19 years old, and and this happened. The 1993 World Trade Center bombing. It's terrible. It's not a good thing. This is kind of the start of where everything starts getting worse for people. Like there's more conspiracy now. This is like a very paranoid population at the time, and shit's kind of hitting the fan. So that happens in 1993 on February 26th. Then 2 days later, quite an important event occurs, and this is relating to the history of Alex Jones. So on February 28th, 1993, just I believe 14 days after Alex's birthday then, Waco happened. Let's have a look at this.
Actually called or known as the Branch Davidians, is an offshoot of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. They broke off from the church and moved out here from Los Angeles back in 1935. But despite the longevity of the cult in and around the Waco area, very few Waco residents that we spoke with had ever even heard of this cult before today. The peace of John Zanter's Sunday morning was shattered, literally, when gunfire erupted a half-mile down the road from where he lived. How many gunshots did you hear?
It was quite a few, I couldn't really say how many it was, but he knew it was something that wasn't normal.
Despite the tragedy, Zanter says he doesn't mind having the cult members as neighbors.
What occurred in Waco was that a bunch of cultists had set up an apocalyptic cult. Was kind of, they were in this building and they had been stockpiling weapons, and the police had gone there on a charge of them having had sexually assaulted somebody. Police go. A couple people die when they first enter. They try and negotiate, and it doesn't work out. They spend 50 days camping outside of Waco. Now, after 50 days, a fire breaks out. Now, let me find a picture of this fire for you. So, when this fire breaks out, a bunch of people die, shockingly. A bunch of people from this cult end up dying, and, they burn in the building. And the question here ends up being, who was at fault, right? So, on the one hand, we have the cops, the feds, who, kind of are known for occasionally, mishandling things, barely even occasionally, especially at that time. And then on the other side, you have an apocalyptic cult. They were also, I'd like to know, they were also stockpiling guns. So, all of these things in combination with one another. Oh, wait, this is, oh my god. No, wait a minute, no wonder chat wasn't moving. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, I'm sorry. This is terrible. I thought everyone was just gone. Okay, sorry. Okay, look, folks, I had to. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. No, it's because I have only one monitor and I'm used to just having the chat off to the side, so I had to have it in the background and then it didn't fucking move. Oh my god. Okay, that's so embarrassing. I'm really eating shit today, aren't I? Oh my god. Yo, everything is going so terribly today. I went because I'm staying at my parents' house right now. I had to go back to my place like 2 times because I forgot things. It's crazy. I had to walk like 18 kilometers today. The best part of a live show when things be breaking. We love it. We love to see it, but it's okay. We move. Anyway, oh my god, I'm so sorry, folks. Do we have any comments that you'd like to remind me that you made? Okay, Jesus Christ. That is terrible. That is terrible. Okay. Okay, Waco. Never a fault on the comments. There's never been a technical difficulty ever. We've never had one. It always goes well. It always goes well. It goes perfectly. There are no issues. Nothing is wrong. Nothing's ever wrong. Did Rush become a gender-neutral bathroom? What? Okay. Anyway, we're moving off that one. Okay, so 1993, World Trade Center gets bombed. 2 days later, Waco happens. You can imagine how people are feeling, right? So the Waco thing is on international news. People are kind of aware of it. 60% of the population in polls at the time believed it was the government's fault. It was bad. So people were getting very fucking anxious. And then just another 2 years later, on the anniversary of Waco, we have yet another event, yet another terrorist attack. This one is the Oklahoma City bombing. This is from the FBI site. Don't call me a Fed, okay? They investigated this. They probably know more than we do. So let's at least take a look. Oklahoma City bombing. On the morning of April 19th, 1995, an ex-army soldier and a security guard named Timothy McVeigh parked a rented Ryder truck in front of the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in downtown Oklahoma City. He was about to commit mass murder. Inside the vehicle was a powerful bomb made out of a deadly cocktail of agricultural fertilizer, diesel fuel, and other chemicals. McVeigh got out, locked the door, and headed towards his getaway car. He ignited one timed fuse and then another. At precisely 9:02 a.m., the bomb exploded. And this is what the aftermath looks like. So this resulted in the death of 168 people. You can imagine how much people are kind of feeling this anxiety and this fear. You know, it's like terrorist attacks becoming like a very regular thing at that point, right? And it becomes pretty scary. So in the same year that OKC happens, Alex gets his big break. He makes it onto public access TV. Public access TV is just the TV that exists publicly. You can get on there. You won't be paid for it. But you can do your show. You can sell something on your show, maybe make some money that way, which was Alex Jones's strategy. He would sell tapes of various informational pieces about things that he made up. And yeah, so let's take a look at a show that Alex did in 1996. This is called Global LoveCon. And this is going to be our first taste of Mr. Jones. And we can properly enjoy him and start to see the development. But he's very much in the mode that you'd expect Alex Jones to be in already here. So let's see.
Those belong to Mr. Rockefeller and the Rothschilds family. They know how to run the world. They're nice. I work for them. They pay me 55 grand a year, and I can make money off asset seizures, just like Roman centurions. I like it.
Well, that's a good thing.
You
like it?
Hey, it's great, and I get to be a big shot. You know, when I was a kid.
And where's T-Man?
So
Well,
if you
when I was
can't
a kid, my big brother
if you can't tell what's happening here, Alex Jones is prank calling somebody. I'm not sure who, but they're not enjoying it.
Churches full of children. It's great. And then the media tells and sticks up for me. The media is my friend. I'm part of something big. I'm on a team.
That's a good thing. Good thing. Take care of yourself. All right.
You know what my name is?
I don't know, Miss.
I'm a multi-jurisdictional task force under J16. You
Please
can call
do,
me
man.
Bad boy. I'm tough.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.
And don't make me pull you over and knock your teeth out, Pop.
Okay.
Bye.
I'll be sure to stick my chihuahuas on you.
Well, you know.
Okay, but yeah, you can kind of get a feel for it there, right? Alex is already like he's very clearly kind of in his element, you know. He's provoking, he's kind of going in, he's pissing people off, he's making shit up, you know. He's doing that, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Imagine picking up the phone and hearing that. Yeah, bro is just saying words. Yeah, I mean, he's saying words that are like loosely in line with his like general vague angry perception of the world. But that's that's not really fine. It's kind of a pain, but yeah. So in 1996, not 1966, in 1996, after that, Alex switches to radio, hosting a show named The Final Edition on radio station KJFK, where he used to, you know, regularly have Ron Paul on at the time, who's quite a good friend of his. You didn't hear any of those words. That's fair. He mentioned the Rockefellers because he didn't know who George Soros was yet. I mean, most likely. Radio's where the real schizos hang out. It seems to be. So in 1997, we move on yet another year. In 1997, Alex Jones is 22 years old. And let's see what 22-year-old Alex Jones does. So Alex, at this time, he has some issues, right? And I'm not talking about the regular kind of issues that we do know very, you know, clearly that Mr. Jones has, but I'm talking about issues with people. That's not how chat's meant to look. With people who dislike him. Now, if this is gonna not be a bitch, that would be great. With people who dislike him. So Mr. Jones had some prank callers, and we're gonna get into that. Hold on, once I can move this window into a way that works. Yes. Okay. Here we are. Wait, let me, oh, wait. I need to figure out the bit that I need to jump to. Hold on. Yes. All right. So Alex Jones had to deal with some prank callers, and let's have a look at that. Here we are. Great. Okay. This you're gonna love this, okay? I fucking promise you. This is some real good shit right here, okay? Fucking buckle up, get ready. How did he sound so old while so young? Cigarettes and cigars, probably. And I think he probably has some sort of illness or something. Okay. Anyway, so a loose collective of local weirdos who called themselves the Anathema Enterprises were obsessed with prank calling Alex Jones. Their MO was to disrupt the show with a barrage of abuse on the call-in lines. The pranksters, led by a man named Clayton Counts, who went by the moniker Space Hitler, which I'm going to be calling him for the rest of the story, would phone in just to fuck up Jones' show, screaming, "Die, die, die," or calling him Jarhead Jones, which infuriated him to no end. Now, Jarhead Jones is fucking perfect, dude. I can imagine that would, like, drive him fucking insane. Unfortunately, I didn't find any audio of Mr. Jones getting angry at these individuals, but we do have something just as good. Here we are. So the result, Alex would melt down and freak out, said Satella. He would lunge at the call box to disconnect them. He would get into the fights with them. It was a mess. And then there was an incident that took place in the parking lot of the public access station that characterized the way Jones would sensationalize and spin stories for the decades to come. Police records showed the incident took place in 1997. Oh no. So Mr. Jones held an open house at ACA TV, where he invited viewers down to the station and provided a little food spread. It was just an attempt to get friends and fans and all that, said Sotelo. But the only people who showed up to Jones were Jones' phone hecklers. The die kid showed up with one of his other friends and a kind of younger, scrappy kid. Apparently, Jones recognized the main heckler's voice, got aggressive, and said something like, "You're the guys who are constantly disrupting my show. I've had about enough of it." When Sotelo showed up, the group was in the ACA TV lobby trading insults. But what really set Jones off was a singular word directed at him by one of the hecklers. The scrappy little guy uttered a singular word: jarhead. And Alex twisted his face like he was in a movie and said, "Do you want to step outside?" Sotelo recalled. Jones then bolted to the door, quickly walked to his car, grabbed something from underneath the seat and shoved it into his belt loop. According to Sotelo, Jones then started ranting to the scrappy guy, "This is my place of business. I have a gun. I can shoot you. You are threatening me at my place of business. I can hold my ground here." The scrappy guy took a step back, which emboldened Jones, who puffed out his chest and continued to threaten the guy. And the guy goes, "You know what? Just fucking shoot me then," explained Sotelo. He just pops him with a roundhouse. It just stunned Alex, Sotelo continued. Alex was just dazed for a couple of seconds, and then the guy hit him again, 2 solid shots to the face, and Alex starts hitting back. But it's just like he's throwing his hands straight forward. It's really inept. Not only was the little scrappy guy kicking Alex Jones' ass, but he was also shit-talking him between punches. "Oh, you're a professional fighter," pop. "Oh, you do this for a living," pop. He hits Alex, no exaggeration, 8 to 10 times in the face, and all of them were good, recalled Sotelo. As the pummeling continued, Sotelo had a moment of sympathy, as it's not pleasant to see anyone, even a bully blowhard, being annihilated, and yelled, "Alex, go inside." Jones looked over at Sotelo and got hit in the face again. And Alex is just out of control on adrenaline. He's just entirely jacked up, Sotelo remembered. When the 3 hecklers finally hit the road, in true Alex Jones fashion, he immediately started ranting about the incident, building the story to fit his own exaggerated narrative. There was 4 or 5 of them. They had a knife and were trying to... Jones then came up to Sotelo and said, "Why the fuck are you on their side?" And he spits blood, said Sotelo. "He spits saliva and blood. It hits my mouth. It hits my shirt. My brand new shirt that I just got for Christmas. I was going to wear on TV for the first time." Jones then threw a hugely ineffective punch in Sotelo's direction. So Alex Jones, real Texas man, right? He's really just going for it. He's attacking absolutely fucking anybody, and he's just raging. He's just going. This man, I think I'm not one to use this word very often, but this might be a bit of a triggered liberal kind of situation. All right, he seems pretty far gone. Okay, So Jones then throws a hugely ineffective punch in Sotelo's direction. His forearm hits the side of my neck, Sotelo recalled. "I'm furious. It's just streaming blood. There's a lot of blood to be had." And then they punch each other. They keep going. You know, the cops show up, and they, they try and they take him away. And then the officers apparently really hated Alex Jones as well, which is pretty funny. Bro threatened people making fun of him with a gun, then got the crap beat out of him. Incredible. It's pretty funny. It's very Alex Jones, right? It's very in his fashion. So here we are. Then we have the Alex Jones recounting of the situation, okay? And I'm gonna read this out to you, and I'm not gonna show you because I want you to be hanging on to my every word, okay? Because this is some good shit, okay? I'm very tempted to do the voice, but I don't think I can. Also, this is a very long paragraph. I was at the ATA TV and leaving when 4 or 5 men aged 19 to 23 got in my face and started taunting me, calling me a punk and a jarhead. They looked like the counterculture Generation X types. They were dressed differently. Some were wearing suits, one was green, one was wearing black. There were 2 dressing jogging suits. I believe the jogging suits were grey, green, and blue. I think this is also a lie, I believe, if I recall correctly. The leader said, "Yeah, jarhead, it is me. I'm not a dumbass like you. I don't put myself out in front. I'm hidden. No one knows who I am. I can do what I want and get away with it." It's like he's like writing the most fucking Wattpad fan fiction about what happened to him. I was trying to get to my car and they all followed me. I put my video camera in the car and turned to face them. The largest of the attackers was wearing a grey-green jogging suit. He hit me in the nose with his right hand with no warning. He was a large Latin Anglo mixed type at about 6 feet 2 inches and 180 pounds. I did nothing. I did nothing because I saw that to his left, the ringleader with strange eyes had a double-edged military type killing knife. He had it about halfway out his suit pocket. Yeah. I knew who he was because of what he said, how he said it, and because he calls me on live TV shows on ACTV and talks about how he wants to kill me and how I am a fucking piece of shit, etc., etc. According to my research, the guy didn't say that specifically. He more just kind of generally shit talked him. So here we are. He keeps on going. I have been told and have seen him call Night Talk a TV show on Thursday nights and say that he is coming to my home to kill me. This happened about 1 month ago. But back to the assault. I saw that the ringleader had a very large knife. The thug that had already hit me was hopping around and calling me a pussy. And I said, "What is your problem? I have done nothing to you." You can tell this is very much when Alex talks about things, and he likes to often do this thing where he'll like play out a little scene and he'll be like acting as like the innocent person, you know, the victim in the situation, and then he does these kinds of phrases, these exact ones, and he like puts on like this tone of like, "Whoa, why are you doing this to me? What's wrong?" And I can very much, when I'm reading this, I read it in that in the tone I'm thinking of there. Yeah, so he basically just says that he kept on getting attacked, even though he was being like, "Please don't hurt me. I'm very Christ-like and good, and I don't want anyone to be sad." And then comes Alex's hero arc. So someone came about 35 feet from it to see the tags, and the big man who had hit me came running up to hit me again. I defended myself. I hit him in the face. He came forward to hit me again, and I hit him one more time, I believe. He fell to his knees. How many people actually have ever fallen to their knees in a fight? I want to say as well, like I know it can happen, but really, if you're hitting someone hard enough, they're gonna be like, whoosh. You know, they're not going to be on their knees. Why is everyone streaming at 2:30 on a Tuesday? Because we're in real person time, and it's actually 9:30 p.m. here in Germany. A guy who's never watched boxing. Are you saying people fall to their knees a lot in boxing? I don't know. I don't like. I mean, it's not that I like dislike it, but I wouldn't regularly like tap into something just to watch people get the shit beaten out of them. He fell to his knees. I was then going back to the building when Charlie, a person who had joined them in taunting me, came up and was laughing at me, saying, "You got your ass kicked." I then said, "Fuck you, liar," and blood and spray and saliva spewed on him. He then hit me. I hit him back. Bob told me that he saw this and he told the police this, but the police put in the report that I was assaulted and that I then hit Charlie with no provocation. This is not true. Yeah. So basically, this is exactly what you'd expect from Alex Jones, but I gotta say, it's such a fucking satisfying, like, it's so good. It's so good to read it, you know? I really love it. He also describes the person as having eyes like a goat's, which is really strange. How many people have you like ever come across where you like can say their eyes look like a goat's? You know, like what does that mean? Even like they're cross-eyed, or does it mean something else? You know. So yeah, so that was pretty wild, and that's a that's a great moment in 1997. So then we jump to 1998, and 1998 is a kind of an important year for Alex Jones, because not only is it the 1 year before he launches Infowars as a platform, but this is the year that he starts publishing documentaries. Now, this is going to be interesting. Luckily for us, we have the Internet Archive, which has all the terrible shit that Mr. Jones has done in the past, and it's pretty entertaining. So let's have a look at this old little documentary that Mr. Jones made in 1998. Ooh. Oh, is it? It's gonna load, folks. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm shocked at how much I could find on the Internet Archive. By the way, there is like so much good shit there. Oh wait. We need to put this into an Edge window, because Internet Archive thingies don't play. Hold on, just a second, folks. We'll just get this over here. You're born already. He was already doing insane shit. Wild. Yeah, he did not fucking hold back whatsoever, and it's kind of fucked. It's kind of funny as well though. But he's always been very evil. You know, he's just a terrible, like outright just awful person. It's kind of entertaining, and it's also really depressing. So let's zoom in here. There we are. This is happening. We're making it. We're nearly out of the pain. No, you just said out of the hood. I don't think I'm allowed. That one. But we we made it. Okay, here we are. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so the first few moments we've got a lot of silence. So this is one of the things you'll notice about Mr. Jones. He is a man who cares a lot about music. Okay, I'm sorry, epilepsy warning. He is a man who cares a lot about music. He cares about drama. Okay, he wants it to be real. He wants you to feel every single bit of it. Okay, and not only is he like that, but he also will take any opportunity to involve anything from a story, anything from some fiction that he enjoyed, and kind of weave it into his conspiratorial beliefs. We also see this with things like Aldous Huxley's A Brave New World, which is this dystopian book about a future where people are all kind of they're all in this blissful, happy state where they can't do anything anymore, and they just kind of live to serve the government, but they don't really notice because they're forced into this state. Bill Clinton met Chinese people. No! So let's skip ahead and let's get to a little bit where he's actually talking, and we can kind of get a taste of how he is at this time.
Alex Jones, radio and television host here in Austin, Texas. In the next hour and a half, you're going to see a picture of treason, a picture of the loss of sovereignty of our nation, the United States of America, not by accident, but by design. And it's incredible, those that have gone before me.
So you can kind of tell he doesn't really have the energy just yet. You know, it seems to take a little bit for him to kind of get a real good feel for it. And this whole documentary, especially this bit, I noticed he has kind of a little shy energy about him.
The extensive shipping facilities, cranes, docks.
It's very slow. It's very boring, and you can really tell it's one of his early works, right? It's not very gripping. The way he talks about it isn't very entertaining, and you know, he clearly needs a little bit more time to kind of ease into it. Folks back then were very responsive to media propaganda. Also, nothing like this really existed, so it would have been taken at face value. We were kind of dumb. I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? When you have not everyone has like a little like infinite information device in their pocket, and you are kind of just at the whim of like what you have access to, it is a lot easier to become like this, you know? And I don't blame Alex Jones fans at all as well either, right? Like I think we need to have sympathy for the stupid. As harsh as that may sound, or as silly as that may sound, wait, what? What are you talking about? As harsh as that may sound, we do need to we do need to, you know, empathize with those kinds of people and respect their humanity, because they are just kind of stupid, you know? They are just kind of stupid. So in the year 1999, this is when Alex turns 25 years old, and in this year he becomes tied with Shannon Burke for Best Austin talk radio host, which is, I think, a very, very notable thing, right? Like Alex Jones in Texas, he was just a cultural icon, right? He was seen as like this cool, eccentric, kind of quirky figure. You know, there was this big keep Austin weird movement at the time as well, and Alex Jones was like, you know, half of that when people were thinking about it. Like he was very, very, very notable, very notable. Wait, Abe, you can't say gay? Yeah, no, this is my chat is like Florida, okay? If you say gay, we'll get you. So in 1999 as well, Alex Jones decides to make a big deal out of something, and this thing is something that we're going to be coming back to from just a few moments ago. It is not this. Oh, oopsie doopsie daisy. Hold on. Are we gonna get it? Skadoosh. Nope, that's not working. How about this? Wait. Not this. We look, okay, I'm oh no. Is it Jova? Okay, it's not Jova. We're here, we made it. Okay. Oh, I see the issue. Okay. Okay, alright, okay. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Annoying little moment there. We're just gonna do it like this, and then this, and then we'll be right back. It's very pixelated. I mean, look, I can't fix anything. If it's fucked, it's fucked. It will unfuck itself in good time. So Alex Jones involves himself in yet another thing, and this is something that we're going to be coming back to from this was 6 years beforehand, and the thing that we're talking about is Waco. This is That's not how I wanted it. Is Waco. So Alex Jones decides to start campaigning for everybody to for everybody, or not everybody, for ex-cult members to start rebuilding a church and to kind of make a monument to the people who died. And he makes a big deal out of this as well, especially if we look at his website, which we will in just a second. We can see that Alex kind of takes this and he decides to take advantage of it as much as possible. This is a thing that we'll notice Alex doing throughout his story. The further we go on, the more times we'll see him kind of take advantage of a terrible, horrible thing in order to, you know, to fearmonger and to bring people to his side. Was that the death cult? That is right. This is the Branch Davidian death cult. Yeah, so Alex decides to start supporting people in doing this. At this time, it's also worth noting this is like the only big taste of, you know, like, actually, you know what? Never mind. This is one of the big tastes Alex gets of news outside of just you know, being in Texas, right? Because Waco was a big deal, even for the rest of America included. Scared of what he's gonna do in 2001? Yup, you should be. So yeah, Alex releases his second documentary in this year called "Are You Practicing Communism?" In which we can find out if you are practicing communism, but I'm going to leave that for now because I think the documentaries are a little bland and they kind of annoy me. But we do have something great. We have the fantastic Internet Archive, which allows us to take a look right back at Infowars 1999. Hold on. Here we are. Alex Jones presents Infowars because there's a war on your mind. Here we are. So this is basically, at this time, it only functions as something where he kind of posts links to news stories, and he kind of sells his tapes. So you just have, you know, various insane titles: Globalist Congregation of Evil, phone tapping up 24%. You know, new virus hits Africa, Ebola killed at least 63 people, you know, acting like it's a big deal. If you've not seen The Matrix, see it. It's good. Don't take kids. So it's pretty funny. You can tell Alex, throughout all his pain and all his weirdness, he will always be a massive nerd. He will always just be kind of like a little bit of a dweeb, you know? Like, that's clearly what he wants. Operation Urban Warrior. Police State 2000, that's the documentary that he releases the next year. And then here's the information for ordering videos, which is how Infowars functioned and made money at the time, right? Because, you know, otherwise he was just on public access, on radio, and wasn't necessarily getting paid a lot for it. Okay, what kind of mental illness is this? We will get to that. Actually, we have information about that. So then we jump to the year 2000. So that's where we are now, folks. Hold on. And I'm going to show you the Infowars site because they have quite a leap here in design, and it no longer looks as ugly, but it does just look ugly in more of a, in a slightly different way. He has all of them all at once. Not quite, but we'll see. So here's the Infowars site for 1999. Now you might have seen that I posted this one on my Twitter, or not 1999. This is for the year 2000 rather. Sorry. I posted this on my Twitter because of making fun of the association with Amazon thing. I would like to note Amazon kind of just let whoever go with that, and they weren't, you know, they weren't checking. So don't take this as an endorsement from Amazon. Take it more as them being not very careful in the year 2000. Mind you, they do still allow Infowars items on Amazon, so you can take that as you will. Professional look. Oh wait, it's called conservatism. Yeah. He has 97 mental illnesses and is banned from most public spaces. Literally Alex Jones. So we can have a little look through the site here. We can see what's going on. So here on the side, this is one of the things we have: Rebuild Waco, right? So he makes this a very big thing. He kind of takes advantage of it as much as possible. 700 politically incorrect videos. It's very funny how the right hasn't like changed at all in the last like 20 years, you know? Like this is, they are still doing this shit. They are still going exactly the same. This is pictures, him linking to pictures of the Waco church being rebuilt. Here's another Waco thing. Like you can tell he's really hammering in on it. You know, he's fucking going for it. If you click it, it's just clown porn. No, okay, so that's what happens in 2000. We don't really have any big news. Alex also releases in this year a best of tape, which I thought was kind of funny. I found a good bit. If we go ahead a little bit. Hold on. Let me open this in the other thingy as well, so it actually works. He loves selling stuff too. We'll get to that as well. I wanted to provide a little bit more there, but I have some stuff there as well. It'll be pretty good. Hold on. let's jump to this. Oh. Okay, for some reason, one thing seems to break my computer a bit, which is not good. Okay, here we are. There we are. Perfect. Okay. So this is Alexander Jones's self-release best-of tape. And let's see. We can kind of, because this is a good insight, right? Because it's important to know, what does he think is good? You know, what does he value? What's he proud of? So let's take a listen. We're going to jump to 3:30 in this, which is what I marked for myself. Okay.
But we have the force, we have the capacity, we have the will, and we will not surrender. We are the ones engaged in the force multiplication special ops. We're the ones galvanizing organizations. We're the ones with leaderless resistance. We're the ones conducting a counter-terrorism sting operation against you, Bill Clinton.
Call him Tony
you
Soprano.
Traitor, you globalist agent, and you, Governor Bush, from your CIA, Brown and Harriman brother, banker, oil family. We got your numbers, and we're galvanized, and we are moving forward. And I'm only the messenger, and you be fully aware. You back down now, or you're going to pay. I'd like to thank our sponsors.
What they call a conspiracy.
There was a black helicopter spraying some white powder.
That's all I want to show you from that one. So that's pretty funny. So it is interesting, right? Because Alex Jones, he's insane, but he's also kind of self-aware. You know, he understands the positive bits of it. You know, he knows how to work a crowd and kind of entertain an audience. Even when he is being insane, and he does. Everything I've read about him suggests that he has a hard time controlling his outbursts. So that they do happen spontaneously, but he just chooses to kind of take advantage of it in a way. And I think it kind of starts uncontrolled, and then he kind of steers it in a direction that he think will be like entertaining and interesting and kind of work. Alexandria Jones's name when the egg cracks. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's gonna happen. I respect the dream though, okay? Ain't Alex Jones a chaser? He has been known to indulge in a little bit of porn that he's been outspoken against. Okay, so now we jump not 2 years ahead, we jump 1 year ahead, and don't know about you guys, but I've heard of a couple things in 2001 that weren't so good. So let's take a look. Hold on, that's not the right thingy. Is it gonna? Let me pull it up. Hold on. So 2001, not a good year actually. Kind of some unfortunate stuff. Wait. Why is this being annoying? Why is it being annoying? Wait. There we are. Okay, I'm stupid. I am very stupid. Never mind. But yeah, here we are. So have a look at this.
Getting reports in now that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center.
2 planes have crashed into the World Trade Center in New York.
There have been a series of terrorist attacks in the United States.
Pictures just in showed the building already on fire with smoke billowing from the upper floors. We have no details on why the planes hit the building, nor so far of any deaths or injuries.
Airports in New York
Pictures
are
were shot
closed.
just a few moments ago.
At this moment.
Just before 9 o'clock this morning in New York, a passenger jet which had taken off from
Don't
Boston
make me smile at
slammed
9/11,
into the
okay?
World Trade Center. Thick black smoke blotted out the Manhattan skyline.
Oh yeah.
18 minutes later, as television networks around the world
So okay, seeing the on the ground videos is like actually scary. Yeah, let's take a look at that.
And then we saw smoke coming out, and everybody started running out, and we saw the plane on the other side of the building, and there was smoke everywhere, and people were jumping out the windows.
Everything came
came down, glass are popping, and people got hurt, stuff went on top of them, and it was a big explosion, and everything got dark.
It's got to be a terrorist attack. I can't tell you anything more than that. I saw the plane hit the building. I can't say anything.
Just to repeat that officials in Washington are now saying the FBI is investigating reports of a plane being hijacked before these crashes. You were asking about people who may have been in the buildings. No immediate word on.
So this is something that happens, and it happens also just, you know, not even a decade after the prior attack, where somebody had, you know, driven a car bomb into the bottom of one of the World Trade Centers and blown up in '93, right? So this is, people are terrified, shit is going horribly, and everything's kind of falling apart. And so what we have for you today now, so going off from that, we have the Alex Jones show that day. And I'd like to note this show was syndicated to 100 stations approximately at the time, which means it was being rebroadcast quite widely. And I want you to think about how people in times of crisis will turn to distractions, right? They'll turn to anything, and they'll kind of accept anything to put themselves in a reality which makes it easier to survive, right? It makes it easier to stomach. So yeah, so this is the Alex Jones show from 9/11. Let's hear it. Wait, gotta play it near the thing. Oh God. I lost the ability to laugh at 9/11 after my deep dive. Yeah. Here we are. Here's the show, folks.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Well, I've been warning you about it for at least 5 years. All terrorism that we've looked at from the World Trade Center to Oklahoma City to Waco has been government action.
Copyright? This isn't copyrighted. Oh, you mean the Disney song? Yeah. We'll just pray that it doesn't go through.
Martial law. They're either using provocateur Arabs and allowing them to do it, or this is full complicity with the federal government. The evidence is overwhelming to bring you up to speed on what's happened. At 8:50 a.m. EDT, plane hits World Trade Center. 9:20, FBI says at least one plane hijacked. 9:30 Eastern, second jet crashes into World Trade Center. Plane hits Pentagon. 9:40, federal officials said a U.S. airplane has hit the Pentagon. The crash comes nearly an hour after
So at this point, he's kind of just going through it. He lists off all the events quite jovially. And he's kind of just giving the audience a general rundown to try and remind them of what happened.
Another hijacked plane reported 20 minutes south of Washington, D.C. Second tower north collapses. Hijacked plane crashes south of Pittsburgh, PA. Officials investigating at another hijacking with a plane headed towards D.C. And 10:45, they're finding both columns, both the simulcast with the Derry Brownfield syndicated program. We had Jim Wright on, who's a family friend of mine who lives out in Fredericksburg, Texas. He's in investment banking and leasing and was in the building center.
Jump ahead of it.
Inline Liberty Works Radio Network based in Maryland. Are we connected with them yet? We will continue to bring you all of this information. I know we're carried by a lot of stations that don't normally carry the show because they know that I have been predicting
He is definitely made for
for
radio, yeah, you can tell.
years. If you go to Infowars.com, you'll find some interesting evidence there. The story from back in April out of the Baltimore Sun, where the Joint Chiefs of Staff were caught wanting to blow up civilian airliners, attack the Marines at Guantanamo
So
Bay using an army
basically,
disguised as Cuban.
Alex Jones's whole grift at this point is making a lot of predictions and kind of generally gesturing towards terrifying events, right? So you can tell, I mean, you folks heard it at the start, he is chuffed. He is just beyond pleased. He's so happy, you know. He's finally his like all of his bullshit about how the government is actually going to do something to fuck you over to justify martial law, which is what he always says. He's constantly perpetuating that conspiracy theory, and this was just the perfect storm for him, and he fully took advantage. Now let's skip a few more, a little bit further into the episode where he talks to some people.
That would create something like this. I'll tell you the bottom line. 98% chance this was a government orchestrated controlled bombing. I've been telling you this was going to happen. Just 2 weeks ago, I put the call out again for Operation Expose the Government Terrorist. We are not anti-government. We are
this is on 9/11
system that has taken control of our government every day. I read news stories where they were telling you that we were going to be hit by terrorists, that it was going to happen anytime, give up your rights. They've been telling us we're going to get hit by anthrax, we're going to get hit by smallpox. The AP reported on a secret meeting with the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the heads of the media, with fake newscasts they produced back in June, where they predicted 1 to 4 million dead from anthrax. Martial law was the term used. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but they've been preparing for it, and they have been saying it's going to happen. Repeat, they plan to blow up airlines and bomb.
So, okay. I think that's, yeah, that's enough of that example, really. But you can tell he's very pleased. He knows exactly what his lines are going to be, and this continues to be his lines for pretty much every single horrific event. This was also the thing he said about OKC, the Oklahoma City bombing, as that was done by, white supremacist far-right people who were angry about Waco, and they saw it as a potential attack on their gun rights, right? Yeah, he's so slimy. Yeah, it does kind of depress me. So then we take a look at the Alex Jones, the Infowars website in the fantastic year 2001, just a month after 9/11. Government involved in terrorist attacks. Attack on America. Controlled chaos for global dehumanization. Resources. Articles cited by Alex Jones during his broadcasts regarding the terrorist attacks on the US. So here we are. He basically talks. This is just him talking about how they constantly knew it. They were very aware. He called it pretty much. And then the rest of the page is him trying to create connections between terrorism and various US political figures. Clinton let bin Laden slip away and metastasize. The Bush's, where did I read that? Yeah. Bush's link to, hold on. I saw that somewhere. Here we are, yeah. Oh yeah, here. Bush's connection to the bin Laden bin Laden family. Yeah, Bush took FBI agents off Laden family trail. Bush thwarted FBI probe against bin Laden's. US agents told to back off against bin Laden's. So, you know, you can tell he's really going for it. Problem, reaction, solution is also a thing that you'll see kind of repeating on in Alex Jones. He calls it Hegelian dialectics because he sees it as the thesis antithesis synthesis thing, which I feel like is kind of a simplification and misreading of it. If there are any if there's a link that you guys want to click on, we can go for it. I think the emails one might be interesting, but I'm not sure if this one will be saved, because every time you go on the Internet Archive and you do click on a thing from whenever, that's because someone was kind enough to archive that day. The Infowars shop, he has not launched that at this. Oh wait, here we are, Info shop. The Infowars shop, I believe, was kind of a different deal, but let's see. Yeah, here we are. So this is still the him selling t-shirts, and this isn't quite the same thing because it is his later grift when it comes to the supplements. But yeah, he at this point his grift is mainly I'm just gonna sell as many tapes as I can. Whenever people call him, he always says just order more tapes, get more tapes, give them out to everybody. You know, just take them, get them, share them. You know, do everything you can. No short Alex Jones reference Hegelian dialectics. Oh yeah, he does it a lot, surprisingly. Order now! Can't help but read everything in his voice, yeah. Want to see prototype brain force? We'll get to it when it happens. But yeah, we move on. A year later, we're going to take another look at the site because it becomes, as I described it in my Google document, more 9/11-y. Here we are. You'll kind of get a feel for what I mean, I believe. Let me just show you. Here we are. The Hegelian dialectic. As I mentioned. Problem, reaction, solution. The Hegelian dialectic, the mechanism for totalitarian takeover. From Nero burning Rome to Hitler burning the Reichstag, power-mad leaders across the decades have manufactured crises in order to present the public with situations where their police state solutions make sense. Give up your rights. It's for your safety. Bin Laden's CIA ties? No way. Yeah, wait, didn't he like work for the, oh god, I don't know enough there, but wasn't he like an asset for a bit? I can't remember. I believe I read something there that they like used to have like correspondence with him at some point. I don't know. Hegel in ancient Rome, now that's a synthesis. Look, he'll do anything. Yeah, so this is pretty depressing. It's pretty terrible, you know. It's kind of just more of him tapping into every aspect of fear that he can find. So then we jump ahead a few years, and Alex Jones releases another documentary. I'd also like to note at some point he produces and pays for the documentary Loose Change to be produced, which is a pretty famous 9/11 one. I'm not sure if he's like front and center in that one, but he is somebody who financed it and is responsible for the production of it. Okay, let's take a look at this. Wait a minute. We'll do this, and then we do this. Perfect. So this is Martial Law 9/11. Rise of the police state.
In the early years of the 21st century, terrorism was used by governments across the world as a pretext to scare their populations into submission. Life became a surveillance grid nightmare, with every individual's actions ruthlessly catalogued and recorded by the state. Secret arrests, checkpoints, and warrantless searches spread. The final incremental march of the police state, culminating in open martial law. This is the story of how the elite sold their people into slavery.
Now, I think the Alex Jones or the Infowars documentaries pose a kind of very interesting juxtaposition when it comes to Alex Jones, right? Because I feel like this is an attempt to balance it, right? This is them being like, okay, we know Alex is very extreme, we know he's very scary and extra, but we'll present it in a context in which it's digestible and in which it's, you know, he seems professional. It's a documentary.
Yards away from Madison Square Garden, where at least 10,000 police are stationed, supposedly providing security for the Republican National Convention and all the delegates and media that are going to be here.
Sadly, we live in a world where for the foreseeable future, you're going to have to provide security all the time.
Yeah. Here we are, let's see.
Civil liberties, just like them telling us we can't stand on the sidewalk here. Yeah, we can. We went to court and we can.
The Republicans are here and taking advantage of the 3,000 people that died right behind me for their own selfish politics, and it's very sad.
The editing is really funny. honestly. At least they have funny editing. What? Oh yeah, Alex Jones really hates Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because Arnold's dad was like a Nazi, but he's like denounced him like a million times and talked about how it like taught him to not be a bad person. But yeah, it's for some reason a thing that Alex has. I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's because he was jealous. I think it was out of jealousy. I think Alex Jones literally saw Arnold Schwarzenegger's body and he was like, fuck, oh, you guys like this guy? Schwarzenegger, look, okay, the term, the name, it comes from, because he was in a place called Schwarzenegg, okay? And then you call the places from there Schwarzenegger, and because you're in a place where they have like a funny accent, they said Schwarzenegger, okay? Okay, look, that's not the N-word. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
On September 11th, America was attacked.
That footage is insane though, right?
According to John Ashcroft and George Bush, 270 million Americans became the suspects.
So a person say Austria shouldn't be a country? They're right. Look, Austria is just like even worse Bavaria, which is my least favorite German region. Okay. Was that George Bush in a turban? It probably was. I didn't catch it. Yeah. So this is the usual shit. He kind of goes around, he finds people, he harasses them. What did Bavaria do to you? They're like annoying. They're like entitled. What's my favorite German state? I don't know, probably Berlin, I guess. Berlin's pretty base. Very basic answer. Wait a minute. We gotta get a picture of Alex Jones in front of the Communist Revolution thing.
Hey, I like the top part of your sign. I agree they're all controlled. Are you a communist?
Go away.
But it says Communist Revolution.
I really don't want to
stop bothering this lady. What are you worried about?
What am I? I'm not.
What did you say? I didn't hear you. How can you say that?
How can I say what?
Very nasty what you just said. Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what this guy just said? He said something terribly nasty.
That stuff doesn't work.
You know, I don't know.
Wow,
this is the 60s.
Brit Bonger.
Look, he's trying to agitate.
This is not going to happen.
This doesn't work.
This is not the 60s. Don't happen anymore.
You can see Alex smiling. He's getting into it.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying communism. You work for the U.S. government, don't you?
This guy said over here, this guy's nasty. Boy, he is nasty. You are nasty.
I said that the communists work for the big banks.
Oh, the big banks. This man is from the big banks. He's from Chase, Manhattan.
See this? He isn't interested in information. He's actually.
I kind of love the guy just accusing him of the same shit right back.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the communist for you. All this info.
The true reasonable debate. This is the average Twitter debate.
All part of capitalism, isn't it? You're a capitalist. You're a capitalist. You're a capitalist.
The U.S. government admits they put Mao in.
Capitalist.
U.S. government admits they put Mao in.
Capitalist. You're a capitalist, are you? How much money do you have on you if you're a capitalist? Free markets? What does that mean?
You're capitalist masters.
What does a free market mean? What's a free market? How long have you been?
Okay, all right, that's enough of that brain rot. But yeah, it's pretty funny. You can tell Alex, he's been at that shit for a while, and I think he truly like has not changed since he turned like 15 or something. Genuinely. Money is capitalist. I mean, if you have too much of it, then yeah. I mean, it depends, right? Money can exist, but if there's equal distribution, and I don't think that qualifies as capitalism anymore. But yeah, no. What is money? Oh my god. Money is a placeholder for goods and services, okay? It's a way that we what's the word? Quantify value, okay? Max, am I a communist? I'm a socialist. I'm a market socialist. Because I believe in advocating for the thing that I think we could achieve soonest. which in our case presently is market socialism. I don't really see the point in like being like, yeah, I'm a commie. I mean, maybe communism would be fine, but also most people kind of like a lot of the features that they have of like of capitalism that would go away under communism. You know, like things like markets and you know, that kind of thing, like being able to indulge in silly variety of products, or consumer culture is something that people are very connected to and they're very infatuated with, and that wouldn't really be able to exist under communism. Therefore, I don't really think it's viable to advocate for that, you know? Market, how about you mark my ass? What the hell? We just don't have that in the Midwest US, just corn and potato? There we are. Communism is just taking away stuff that isn't bad for no purpose. It's socialism taken too far. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a view that's inherently degenerate, right? It's the same thing as like any kind of authoritarian government where they believe that they know better than the people, which is something that I, you know, strongly oppose, being very democratic brained. So from 2005 to 2008, we're gonna make a little leap up to them, right? And 2008, there's a little event that happens that might upset some people, like Mr. Alex Jones in 2008, and that's Obama. Obama? Yeah, it's Obama. And Alex Jones is not happy about it. Shockingly, Alex Jones, famously progressive individual, doesn't actually like Obama very much. I just found out. Obama soda. Wait a minute. Wait, I let me find this. I have an incredible thing that I prepared, and then I forgot to open it. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Hold on.
Obama.
Or we've also got
Do not come.
which is great. I love that. Wait, where's the oh no, wait.
I'm gonna come.
So this is good. I got this, and it's great. I'm very pleased with it. Thank you. Thanks everyone. But let's take a listen of the Alex Jones show on this is, what day is this on? This is in November 2008. So this is just when the election is happening, and this is before the votes have been counted. Let me just go back, so I need to see what timestamp I wrote down. 9:48. Okay, let's go there.
But most polls show Barack Obama at least 5 points ahead. Some show him as many as 13 points ahead. But the Electoral College is a little bit different, and his lead is slightly less there. I don't like either one of the candidates. They're both anti-gun, pro-open border, pro-New World Order candidates. My main problem with Barack Obama is that I found writings of his when he first got in the U.S. Senate 4 years ago calling for carbon taxes in the name of stopping CO2, that's actually what plants breathe, to regulate every facet of our lives, to shut down a lot of power plants, giving us cheap energy.
Well, this is like, again, this is the same thing that I love conservatives doing. They do it with everyone, with like Vaush as well. Like, someone will like have a good idea, and they'll be like, what?
A lot of jobs. And then he also wants these tattletale brigades, over 1 million man youth brigade, as domestic spies. Now, about 9 months ago, I first reported this. Then about 6 months ago, it was in the major newspapers across the country. The first big one I saw it in was the Chicago Tribune, and we wrote stories about it up on prisonplanet.com. And
so I had a look on the Chicago Tribune, and I looked in their archives. That's not true. It's like, you made that up.
Infowars.com. But people didn't believe me. So I just want to remind you once more that a domestic force of spies A, isn't Barack Obama's idea, but B, he's pushing it, and C, this has been stated for a long time, the government's plan to bring us into a high-tech police state. So let's go ahead and play a clip of Barack Obama. This is, again, he's talked about this for years, but here he is last July in Colorado Springs, Colorado, the real seat of the Northcom U.S. government. That is really running things, and here he is calling for these youth brigades. Here it is.
We cannot continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well funded.
Now that.
I tried to look into that. I couldn't find the exact context, but it is weird. It is a weird thing to say. What I think he's more trying to suggest is like a group of citizens who can like work with the police, who have like a level of like citizen government there. And that's probably fine, but it does sound weird and gross, and it could just be a bad thing that Obama said.
That's why, and if you read the fine print, it's going to be arrogant, full of themselves, ignorant.
You've heard of Hitler Youth, but what about the Obama Youth? True.
The CIA illegally for decades has been operating inside the United States, and we've exposed that with governors and police chiefs and others they've tried to buy off. But Barack Obama is only pushing what the establishment wants. John McCain, incidentally, and you can pull this clip up as well, has called repeatedly for having a domestic surge of U.S. Army on the streets of America to, quote, fight crime. We've now seen the Illinois governor about 2 months ago say we're going to use National Guard for door-to-door gun.
Okay, so this is the same thing that we're used to Alex doing. As per usual, he's going to fearmonger about the National Guard coming in. He's going to fearmonger about, you know, the government suddenly taking heaps and heaps of control, and that you'll no longer be able to stop them. And this time, it's all because of Obama. Now, in 2009, this is this is just a couple months after, once Obama gets elected, Mr. Jones releases this. And what this is, you'll find out in just a second. Hold on. Nope, that's the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing. No, not that. I need that one. This one. Here we are. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, wait. No. Sorry.
Contrary to the rumors that you've heard, I was not born in a manger. I was actually born on Krypton and sent here to save the planet Earth.
We cannot continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set.
Everybody somewhere between the ages of 18 and 25 will serve 3 months of basic training.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong. Yes, we can.
Obama's healthcare plan will include coverage of all essential medical services. Yes, we can.
Obama is...
So what you saw there as well, by the way, I want to talk about that real quick. That was a clip from like this weird school thing that they did. Where it looks like I think it's like a military school or something, but that's not like something that they did regularly or anything. That wasn't like a common practice for them. It was like a weird, silly, stupid one-off thing they did, and Alex kind of portrays it as a literal Hitlerjugend kind of deal. It was the Obama Youth. Okay, I give up. It was just the Obama Youth. You're right.
Cruel hoax. He works for Wall Street. He's an agent of finance capital.
Where did you come up with the number $700 billion? Here's the Treasury spokeswoman's quote. It's not based on any particular data point. We just really wanted to come up with a really big number.
To Democrats and
That's
Republicans
kind of awesome.
who've opposed this plan, I say, step up to the plate.
A few members were even told that there would be martial law in America if we voted no.
So,
Secretary Henry Paul.
I'm gonna kind of let this play out in the background. But basically, this documentary, it boils down to Alex making a few claims, but the core of them is Obama is actually just an agent. He's an operative for the New World Order. He is being controlled by these elites who are terrifying and evil and bad. And Obama actually has no real autonomy. And also he's evil, and he's, yeah. I think they might also imply he is the devil here, in this one. That does happen a lot. Alex likes to do that. Yeah. So that's the whole thing. I don't really want to get into each of these documentaries individually. I think I might do individual streams for them at some point if we really want to dig into it, but it is a lot of slop to get through, and I don't really want to subject you to that too much. Secret meeting like Among Us? No way? Real? Obama sus? Obama sus confirmed? So in 2010, not much happens. Not Obama. Alex Jones' viewership continues to go up. He starts getting 2 million viewers a week, which is quite a lot. Hillary smells like sulfur. Sulfur is associated with demons, by the way. Yeah, he said this about Obama too. Yeah. So yeah, Alex starts getting 2 million views. In 2011, Alex Jones had a larger online audience than Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh combined. So he kind of, you can see he's really, really dominating the conservative media sphere. And then in 2012, something happens, and it's not a good something. Let's have a look. Nope.
We're coming. And once again, I'm Diane Sawyer here at ABC News headquarters in New York. We're coming back on the air with the breaking news. New reports about the casualties in that shooting at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. And I want to go straight to ABC's Pierre Thomas because he's learned more about how many may have been injured and may not have made it. Pierre.
Diane, we're being told by multiple state
So,
and federal sources.
I want to know.
More than
I want to note that they are the reporting the reporting isn't correct here, so don't listen to it too much. I just kind of want to show you the visual. So in this shooting, conducted by Adam Lanza, an autistic OCD, very unhappy incel type 20-year-old, decided to go in and kill 26 people. He killed, I believe, 20 children and 6 adults, if my brain is serving me correctly. And it's pretty horrible, you know? It's like, it doesn't get worse than that, you know? Kids as young, I think the youngest death in this was 3 or 4. And it's just horrible. Like, it doesn't, it's just the worst, you know? It's such a fucking terrible thing. So that happens on the wait, I don't think that's the correct date. Wait, let me see. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, so then we have the Alex Jones show. So this is from that day we have one. This is on the 20th of January, I believe it was. Oh wait. I think wait, okay, I'm sorry, wait, let me check this quickly, just so I can make sure, because I don't want to be lying to you kind folks. Here we are, 14th of December. Sorry. There we are, 14th of December, 2012. Something horrible happens, and Mr. Jones decides to talk about it. Let's take a listen. You know, maybe he'll be nice. Maybe he'll be nice. Here we are. I hit play. Let's see when it loads. Any moment now. Oh.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Well, the system's trying to get the Ken doll carbon tax abortion lover in so he can be a ringer for Obama Hillary. Insiders are telling Time Magazine that's the ticket.
Oh, shit. God damn it. Fuck me. Sorry. Wait. Ah!
He wants to keep the Constitution, not have military. They didn't know if she was going to step down. Waco, the butcher of Oklahoma City, getting ready to step in, get ready for an Obama-Clinton ticket. And of course, the entire mainstream media for a day and a half was saying, where's Hillary, where's Obama? Well, they didn't know if she was going to step down on the ticket 4 years ago. And I was right there. They drove by with the Secret Service aiming machine guns at us. They were inside. And I called the media, and they said, we don't report, but we're...
Wait a minute. Is this giving me the wrong episode? Hold on. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Wait. Why did it jump to the wrong episode? Okay, so isn't it funny though that like every time a horrible thing happens, his first thought is like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get out the music then. I need the Darth Vader music. I need the Darth Vader music right now.
60% nationwide. It is Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. The 14th day of December 2012. And there is a reported school shooting in Connecticut, one of the states that has draconian restrictions on gun ownership. Reportedly, right now, it looks like only the gunman is dead. But the media will hype the living daylights out of this. So anytime somebody goes crazy, the first thing pops in their head is go to a victim disarmament zone, a free fire zone where it's guaranteed no one is armed to protect themselves. If you went and randomly went in people's houses in Texas, more than 70% of people statistically own guns in the state, about 60% nationwide. And, if you just randomly went and kicked indoors and tried to, shoot people, you'd get shot in most homes.
This is why a school shooting
government training camps,
in
you can bet nobody is going to be armed there unless there happens to be a police officer out in the parking lot.
I don't know if you picked up on that. He just referred to the primary school as a government training camp.
So we'll be looking at that. Also, obviously, the big news, and Kurt Nimmo has a story from our source, Jim Tucker, up at Infowars.com. Trilateralists discuss big war in the Middle East as Obama sends soldiers to Turkey.
So, okay. So he doesn't get too far into that on this episode, but we do have a little kind of compilation. Wait. Here we are. Oh wait, yeah. Actually, we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. We're gonna skip ahead to this timestamp that I wrote down. We'll see. This is right at the end of the episode. So let's see what he says. Let's see what this is.
Expert. And if they try to come for people's guns, folks, it's going to be really bad news. I'm just having.
Here we are. Wait. We nearly got it.
And if they try to come for people's guns, government on top of police, they really sound like good men, don't they? But then you got the government on top of them that's as corrupt as the day is long. And if they try to come for people's guns, folks, it's going to be really bad news. I'm just having so much dread right now. And I just think when you got small children, this really gets to you. That's why the globalists use children's deaths to go after our guns, because they know it gets to us. These liberals would rather have the children aborted immediately, but if they can, if they can use them being killed by these shooters, then that's even better for them. Rob in New York, I'm going to look this up. We've been looking. I haven't found it yet. Where'd you find this emails release prior to shooting? Tell us what you know about that.
Yeah, how's it going, Alex? I was just watching Channel 7 ABC News on Long Island, New York.
So,
and I was wondering about the coincidence that they were saying that there were emails sent out to family members just recently. They didn't say an exact date, but it was saying in the emails that this is the same exact situation. To be on the left.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't even really have that much to say about that, apart from, like, how awful is that? How horrible is that? That this man hears about like 20 kids and 6 adults dying, and then he like his immediate like gut reaction is to take advantage of it and to reframe it in a way that he has no idea is remotely accurate. Like Alex, shocker, he will lie for it just all the time, whenever the fuck. Like he'll like hear a thing one week that a viewer suggests to him like as a like theory, and then he treats it as fact the next week because he forgot, and he just kind of engraved it in his brain, you know? Like that happens to like that's happened to me before. But also I'm not out here, you know, kind of evangelizing to you, saying that I'm like the one who you need to listen to, or else everything is gonna go to shit. We don't want people to own guns because they kill children, and that's because we want to kill all children before death. True. And if there are more guns, they'll be more safe, according to him. I have a I believe I have a little compilation here actually of some more things that he does say, which I think is worth getting into, just so we can kind of have a look and get a feel for it. Alex Jones connected abortions to school shootings. This is some insane shit. Yeah. I'll stand atop a mountain of dead children before I let these demon rats take my guns. That is literally the energy, though, right? That is literally that is what they're saying. That is what they're saying. Here we are. This is actually, you know what? No, I don't want to show you this one. I'll show you a different one. This is one. Okay, folks. Again, don't cancel me. This is Channel 5. They got a couple good thingies. They got a couple good they got a couple good interviews, and they have one with Mr. Jones, and they have a bit that I would like to watch with you. Sorry, I just came back from my haze mental state after learning Alex Jones used the words Hegelian dialectics. What happened? What happened is Sandy Hook. Let's have a look.
And elementary school massacre, 26 dead, 27 dead now, 18 kids in Connecticut. When you got small children, this really gets to you. That's why the globalists use children's deaths to go after our guns, because they know it gets to us. So don't ever think the globalists that have hijacked this country wouldn't stage something like this. They kill little kids all day, every day. And it's not our government, it's the globalist. I really think they're going to try to come after the guns. It's going to start a civil war.
Yeah, you should archive them. Yeah.
I clearly believe from the evidence children were really killed in Sandy Hook, and it's a real tragedy. Unfortunately, evidence is beginning to come out. People who've been coached, people who've been given cue cards, people who are behaving like actors.
I dropped Billy off and watched him go around the corner, and he never came back, all because of the guns. Won't you just turn your guns in for my son? I mean, folks, we've got video of Anderson Cooper with clear blue screen out there.
Nothing can account for what happens to his nose.
Early on, I said, well, they had to have killed somebody. I mean, this doesn't make sense. Then parents come out and start laughing and then turn to the camera and cry. No one died in 2012 in Sandy Hook. Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake, with actors, in my view, manufactured. I couldn't believe it at first. I knew they had actors there, clearly, but I thought they killed some real kids. And it just shows how bold they are.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to jump to that yet. I just want to give you that little taste of how Alex kind of took Sandy Hook and what he did to it. It's just horrible. No one died. Imagine being a parent of one of those dead kids. Yeah, right? So, okay. There's another Alex Jones show from the year after that I have about Sandy Hook. We're gonna skip that for now. I don't see him saying anything new that we haven't already established, and it's really sad. So we'll jump ahead to 2015. In 2015, Alex begins campaigning, supporting Mr. Donald Trump. He has him on his show. You know, they have a little chat. We can have a look at that if you want. I'll tell you what. I'll do a little Q&A. Not a Q&A actually. A poll. Do we do the Trump interview? Would you like to? It's not too super bombastic, but there's some nugs in there, you know. If not, then we continue on, and we'll move into the 2017 after that, in which some shit kind of goes down. So yeah, give me your votes, give me your numbers, give me what you're feeling. 6 votes, and you're all saying yes. Okay. All right, I get it. Okay. All right, I'll end the poll. That seems good. Let's have a look then. Donald Trump, Alex Jones interview. Let's get to it. So this is in the in December 2nd, 2015, and one of the things I found funny about this video was how Donald Trump looks. Now I know that's not very nice to say, but I think it's okay to say it about Mr. Donald Trump. But let's have a look. If you see me bobbing my head off beat,
had Matt Drudge
it's
about a month
because
ago in studio.
my
Only does
headphones
an
are
interview every
delay.
3-4 years, and I thought that got me excited. But I'm telling you, Donald Trump is our guest, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 30 minutes or so. And obviously, he is a maverick. He's an original. He tells it like it is. Doesn't read off a teleprompter. Neither do I. He's self-made. This whole media operation that reaches 20 million people a week worldwide, conservatively, self-made. That's why I'm so excited. And he joins us from Trump Tower in New York City. He is the leading 2016 Republican presidential contender. Donald Trump,
why does he look like that?
Again, joins us. And I've got so many questions. But first
What's
off,
up with his face?
Donald, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Alex. Great to be with you.
Also, his voice is less Trumpy
vindicated.
now. He sounds, the older he gets, the more he sounds like he's someone doing an impression of himself. Insane that he agreed to come on, right?
50th time the last 6 months on the radical Muslims celebrating, not just in New Jersey, but New York,
that must be it.
Palestine, all over. What do you have to say? They're still attacking you, though we've got Dan Rather on video. We've got New York Post. We've got Washington Post. We've got, I mean, what's going on here?
Well, I took a lot of heat, and I was very strong on it, and I held my line, and then all of a sudden, hundreds of people were calling up my office. I was the other day in Sarasota, Florida, and people are in line, and we had 12,000 people, which is fantastic. And the people were saying, many of the people from New Jersey, 4 or 5 people said, Mr. Trump, I saw it myself. I was there. They talked about Patterson, but they said, I saw it myself, Mr. Trump. I was there. So many people have called in, and on Twitter, @RealDonaldTrump, they're all tweeting. So I knew it happened, and I held my line, and people wanted me to apologize, and we can't do that. People like you and I can't do that so easily. Now, we can do it if we're wrong, Alex. You apologize. I'd apologize if I was wrong. But they were celebrating, and they were celebrating the fall of the World Trade Center. I think that's disgraceful.
Little slip there, huh? Little slip. You and I, people like you and I, we can't apologize that easily because that's part of the grift. We never accept we're wrong. We're narcissists.
It is, and that same week you were reporting on that fact, we had 2 different international football games, soccer games, with the Turkish fans and others during the moment of silence for the dead people in Paris.
Oh no, please not. So far, Alex Jones dives the banger. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Chanting Allah Akbar and booing. So did that not happen too?
Well, that happened, and everybody saw it. That was a week ago, and the players were out on the field, and they couldn't believe it. They were embarrassed. They didn't know
this is kind of, general vague culture war shit from 2015. Well, let's jump ahead. Maybe we'll see anything. If we see anything interesting in the subtitles, we'll give it a break. Turkey's role in ISIS oil trade. Boring. I mean, Germans getting the oil. Caleb Maupin deep dive would be a good deep dive. If there's content, I mean, he produced like a couple books and stuff, right? I mean, if I might, because another thing I'd really like to do is like a longer like reading stream, like not just reading. Like I go ahead, I find all the best parts of like some book by some terrible person, and we kind of go through and we do a little highlight reel, and we kind of get all the most interesting bits out. I think that could be cool, So if we did have a book by somebody who we could do that with, then yeah, sure. You reckon they fuck? Who bottoms, who tops? Oh God, I don't even know. Between these two, I don't even know. Let's keep
Your
going.
strategy. You know Vladimir Putin well.
We should have done it 2 years ago, Alex. That's the only
Oh,
problem.
wait. Also, he's talking about Putin here. Alex Jones' perspective on Putin is also something that's very interesting. If we go back to about like 2000 and we have a look at, or not, I mean, even 2000, 2005-ish, you know, around that area, even up to 2010-ish, I think. Around 2009 is when the shift kind of happens. Alex goes from thinking pretty critically about Putin and being quite aware of all of his, you know, pitfalls and all the like kind of shit he pulls, right, on his own people. And, you know, the one thing where he was responsible for some apartment block getting blown up like 20 years ago. I'm not sure if it was, I'm pretty sure it was true. Pretty sure it's something that happened. But he talked about it and he was very, you know, very critical. Now, shockingly, no, he doesn't criticize Putin anymore, and he's very much a lapdog for whoever the most you know, shitty authoritarian at the table is.
It does work. The problem is we've given him a 2-year edge.
Don always comes out.
The Russians started hitting
Yeah, I think Alex would bottom for Trump.
the oil for 1 month, and ISIS is already
We've got a really funny article about this coming up, by the way.
rolling over. So Putin is following your strategy. You know Vladimir Putin well.
We should have done it 2 years ago, Alex. That's the only problem.
Donald Trump joins us live. Can you speak to, as president, what your relationship would be with foreign leaders and what?
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's maybe jump ahead, see if there's anything else. Every time Alex does bring up a kind of thing, because what Alex does is he likes to kind of steer his guests into talking about the New World Order and kind of, you know, confirming everything that he says. And Trump does a pretty good job of kind of steering away from that. So there isn't that much available. We kind of can have a quick look at the ads that they
Find Deep Cleanse and experience the all-in-one cleansing. Visit InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. In the past decade, we have witnessed unparalleled scientific discoveries in the area.
I wouldn't mind that. I am kind of interested. But I also don't want to involve myself in Scientology too much, because I don't want, first of all, I don't want the brain rot, and second of all, I want to make sure, I want to stay generally geared towards politics. But yeah, I don't know. But that kind of like investigative journalism is very interesting to me, and I do quite like it. So I don't know. We'll see. Cleanse your body from the globalists. Yeah. We'll also get to an interesting occurrence regarding this as well. So, okay, let's head back to my face over here. Hello, folks. So from there, we keep on going on. Alex Jones, he campaigns for Trump. He has him on his show, and oh wait, no, did I lose this article? Wait a minute. I gotta find this. So there's an article about Mr. Jones and talking about Trump, and it's very, very, very funny. Oh no, did I lose it? I may have lost it. Wait, okay, you know what? You banged your knee really hard. You're gonna say a slur. Don't say a slur, Mia. Okay, we save that for off stream. Oh wait. Oh my god. Why the fuck did my mother text me my chat is down? What the hell? This is scary. I hope she's not okay. Anyway. Ignoring that thing. Wait. I really wanted to. I wanted to talk about this. I had such a good thing here. Oh wait, you know what? Might this be it? No, it's not it either. Okay, you know what? Maybe we just move on for now, and I'll come back to that later if I can find it. Because it is pretty good. Yes, here we are. No, I found it. This, folks, strap yourselves in. This is just a fantastic piece of content. This is just great. They have, okay, wait. I'm not gonna spoil the title for you here. But it's some good shit. It's some really good shit. Okay, so this is an article which is currently it's not letting me see it because of fucking paywalls, which is my truly my enemy on this great show here. Okay. Okay. Well, one of the quotes that I can give you from this is Alex saying about Trump, "I just feel like I had my best girlfriend break up with me," which is just a beautiful thing. Okay, here we are. I've got it on my phone. So never mind. We'll just go through it on here. I haven't had Trump call me in 6 months, Alex Jones said, his voice particularly hoarse. He was streaming live from the Infowars studio Friday night because Donald Trump had just announced a strike on Syria. If Trump did call Jones that night, he'd find out that his longtime admirer was furious. "I will tell Trump that you really betrayed your family and your name, and everything you stood for with this horse manure. They have broken Trump," Jones said. Later, he promised again to deliver a message to the president. "If you ever call me again, I'm going to tell you I'm ashamed of you." With the Trump White House, Jones becomes a media headline regularly, etc., etc., etc. Are there any more good quotes in here? Yes, here we are. Jones had his producers put up the headlines about Syria from the Drudge Report. As Jones read them, his voice begins to break. "I just feel like I had my best girlfriend break up with me," Jones said. "The left will make jokes, but this ain't funny, man. He was doing so good, and that's what makes it so bad," Jones added, after trying to compose himself. "If he'd been a piece of crap from the beginning, it wouldn't be so bad." At this point, Jones appears to be openly crying. "We've made so many sacrifices, and now he's crapping all over us. It makes me sick." In an impromptu Periscope stream shortly before going live on his YouTube channel Friday night, Jones became another headline. "I'm not in a fucking cult for Donald Trump." Yeah, and then he says, "Fuck Trump." You know, he kind of does the thing that you would expect someone who describes him as a girlfriend who got away. He reacts exactly how you'd think he'd react in that situation. They have fucked confirmed. Yes, and Alex is the bottom confirmed. It's pretty funny. It's amusing that he clearly was like super excited about him and like super really liked him like more than anything, and then he just like got ignored and he got ghosted, and it's like clearly something that's really hurt him. So that's really funny. Yeah, and also Trump, according to Alex, after he won, he told him that he'd show up on his show to thank him and his audience. Naturally, this never happens, and it's a pretty amusing, silly moment. So we have another little refresher right here. Far-right conspiracy theorist Alex Jones has a cup of coffee thrown on his face on the street while filming a video. It's pretty great. Let's see if the video wants to load, because that would be pretty important if I want to actually show you this, because it is a good clip. It is a pretty entertaining clip. I'm quite a fan. Oh wait, hold on a second. We'll just okay. Fuck it, we're gonna go open it in the other window. Here we are. And then we make it go like this, and wide, and wide. Oh god. Ads. Okay, there we are. Here. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look, folks. Let's see how Mr. Jones copes with a little bit of some public heckling back after he heckled A bunch of people.
Come on over here. No, you flip me off. Come on, coward. No. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud. No. Flip me off. If you're not an intellectual, you're a dumbass. No, you fuck off. I am fucking off. Hey, fuck you. Fuck you. Coward.
I love that game.
Yeah.
Great
you know
energy.
Something? I'm not afraid of you people. You got something to say? Say it. You have nothing intellectual.
You've only seen
You're
this
an
clip in
intellectual
Minecraft.
dumbass who watches mainstream media. Hey, come tell me on camera. Come here, coward. Come here, coward. Right here on camera. Right here. Tell people intellectually who you are.
Intellectually who I am?
Go ahead, yeah.
I'm your mama.
Yeah, I can't even talk. Look at you. This is what they've turned the people into. This is it right here.
See, this is finally the antithesis to Alex Jones. This is somebody meeting him at his intellectual level.
Literal slave of the system. See that? Look at this
That was
slave.
good.
That was great. Come on, hit me. Go ahead. I know. I'm trying because you're brainwashed.
To work.
This is the brainwashing.
To work where they have more coffee.
This is the brainwashing. You see? And I'm proud of this because this is who they are. I've deliberately. That's why they're allied with jihadis because they hate the West.
It is so fucking
supporting-
funny to get attacked by somebody and then somehow like circle it all the way back to them hating the West. Like what? What? My guy. Oh god. Isn't that the guy from the Type O negative video? I unfortunately do not know what you're talking about. I do not know what you're talking about. Perhaps it is. Perhaps it might be. Do I think he won the debate? I think both of them are losers in that situation, but at least one of the guys got to piss off Alex Jones. So this is the part where we're gonna have a little bit more insight into Mr. Jones's personal life. I'm gonna start having a little bit of having a little bit more of a look at how other people in his circle perceive him, and we're gonna kick this off by taking a look at what Mr. Jones's ex-wife said during this. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Let's skadoosh.
I'm done. I'm pissed, and I'm not putting up with it anymore.
Alex Jones may be America's most famous conspiracy theorist.
You gotta warn people.
On his website, Infowars, he touts what many would say are offensive claims, including this about the bombing victims in Manchester, England.
A big bomb goes off at a pop star's rock concert, bombing a bunch of liberal trendies.
And he once called the Sandy Hook school shooting a hoax.
Sandy Hook
Once?
is a synthetic, completely fake,
This
with
is
actors,
Inside Edition.
in my view, manufactured.
Now, Alex Jones' ex-wife Kelly is speaking exclusively about her marriage to Jones and her fight for custody of their 3 children.
Who is Alex Jones?
I just think he's a really unhappy, disturbed person. He really was very cruel to me every day of our marriage. He'd just make fun of me. I couldn't do anything right, just tell me I was fat.
She says being married to a man who makes his living peddling conspiracy theories created issues from the start. His reaction to 9/11 being especially disturbing.
I was going outside with a candle to stand with my neighbors, on the sidewalk and to mourn with them. And he just yelled at me. And he said, I think that very day, that there was a conspiracy behind it. And I just was like, whoa.
They divorced in 2015 after 12 years of marriage. But her biggest heartbreak is the loss of her kids. Their children have been living primarily with their father, with only occasional visitation with their mother.
I've gone months without seeing my children. I've gone weeks at a time without talking to them on the phone, even when the court had ordered that I should see them or talk to them.
He doesn't just have a kid, he has 3 different kids.
Parental alienation is child abuse.
She says she fears her oldest son, who has appeared on his dad's show, is morphing into his father.
You're about to find out.
It's so unfair to the child.
Kelly claimed in court that Alex Jones' violent outbursts prove he is not a fit parent. His lawyer countered by making the surprising argument that Alex Jones is playing a character on his show and is actually a performance artist. Jones swiftly denied those claims in this message.
I am completely real, and everybody knows it.
Is this acting or is this real?
That's definitely him. He's a rage-filled person.
Alex has hit hard against his ex.
Throughout the course of the divorce, there were some crises, and my ex had to, you go away for some treatment.
Alex said that you needed treatment. What do you say to that?
Because of the way things have been manipulated, and because I yelled at my children one time, basically, I've been in almost 800 hours of therapy. Alex was in less than 10 hours of therapy.
After a 9-day trial, a jury awarded Kelly Jones joint custody of their kids, making her home the primary residence instead of their father's.
I hope the kids are with their mother more, as long as, she's doing well.
Eager for her kids' return, Kelly shows off one of her daughter's rooms.
She just loves to come and hang out here and, draw pictures, and I just can't wait for her to be home.
A month later, Kelly says Alex is asking a judge to set aside the jury's verdict as he fights to give Kelly less time with their children.
Unbelievably, Megan, the children have not come home yet. And I just want my kids to come home and have a normal life.
So, yeah, that's what happens in 2017. So she becomes incredibly unhappy with this, and things, and it leads to a custody battle. So the custody battle, it goes down in 2017, and it's a pretty wacky and crazy experience. And we're going to take a look at some specific highlights from it that I thought you might find especially interesting. So my we can start off. Jesus, I don't even know where to start with this one. Here we are. This is a good one. Okay, so standing on the witness stand, his ex-wife's lawyers had him read from a deposition transcript in which he claimed he could not remember the names of his children's teachers or the details of their schoolwork because he ate too much chili. In the transcript, Newman asked if Jones if chili affected his memory, and he said, "Big old bowl of chili, sure does, yeah." Which is pretty funny. So he blames his memory failure on chili. Jones also blamed George Soros for strong marijuana. This is a thing that happened. I posted on my Twitter. Not something that you'd expect to happen during a fucking during a trial. During cross-examination, Jones told Newman that he smokes marijuana roughly once a year to monitor its strength. Me too, dude. Me too, I promise. He apparently finds pot too strong nowadays and blames this on billionaire George Soros, who funds some marijuana legalization efforts, saying that Soros has brain damaged a lot of people. Newman, fed up with Jones' eye-rolling, sighing, and hand-throwing, asked, "If you're not high, why couldn't you just answer my questions?" Yeah, and people kind of just make fun of him, and they bullied him in court. What did that win him custody? You're gonna be surprised. He loses custody, I believe. So that's a good thing. Don't worry. Yeah. Oh no. If you hear my cat meowing, it's because he's taking a shit, and when he shits, now he starts screaming. You good, Teddy? Are you good? He's going like. It's a bit depressing, poor guy. Stephen Colbert got involved? Wait a minute. Wait, what? Why did? What? The Late Show host Stephen Colbert has kept tabs on the trials ongoing and introduced his audience to a Jones-esque character. Oh, okay. He's not even involved. I thought he was like showing up at the trial. That would be kind of awesome. Here we are. But let's see. Yeah, Kelly Jones accused her ex-husband of molding their son into a conspiracy theorist. You can tell that this is very true as well. So Alex Jones, he has a son whose name is Rex Jones. And if we take a look at the image from Rex Jones, who was featured on Infowars one time, you can tell he might just be trying to kind of groom his son into being the next one to kind of carry on the torch. Your cat's adorable. I know, he's great. So yeah, and she is absolutely right in saying that. Yeah, Jones also got sued by a yogurt company mid-trial, which is interesting. He's being sued by the Chobani yogurt company for claiming that its practices of hiring refugees in Idaho attracted migrant rapists involved in a 2016 child sexual assault case with Twin Falls. What? Okay. And they're suing him over that. Well, that's good. Another banger is this. When a witness said that Jones also liked to take his shirt off during therapy. Jones's lawyers painted Kelly Jones as the family conspiracy theorist. Dr. Alyssa Sherry, the children's case manager during the divorce, said Kelly Jones suffered from emotional dysregulation. And Alyssa Wilcox, the Guardian ad litem, said that she filed a report with the Child Protection Agency recommending limited visitations after seeing a video of the mother's alleged abuse against their children. Though Kelly Jones endured most of the character strikes, Wilcox told the court that Jones displayed narcissistic and paranoid tendencies. Sherry added that a therapist had diagnosed him with narcissistic personality disorder and he sought help. Here we are, folks. There it is. Yeah, somebody said it. Which mental illness is it? It's narcissistic personality disorder. Yay! Woo! Yeah! Woo! This is fantastic. Great. So yeah, that happens. Sherry, who witnessed Alex remove his shirt in front of his children during the therapy session, told Newman that she did not remember the context of the strip, but that it was a rare thing to happen during a therapy session. Hello, Teddy. Hello, mate. Hello, fella. How you doing? Yeah. So that's pretty depressing. Let me try and set up the old second webcam, see if we can get that going, because I'm kind of curious if that could work. Is that gonna work? Oh, okay. We have a situation here. Okay, wait, let's see. There. Oh, it's him. It's him, folks. It's him. He's real. Okay. Daddy, you can kind of just chill back there if you want to chill. Wanna hang out? Okay. There you are. There you are, folks. So yeah. Wow, now I'm a real streamer. I'm profiting off of my pet. This is adorable though. Look at him. Isn't he so cute? Aw, look at him. He's just chilling. He likes being around people who are like talking, which is why I think this is like comforting for him. You know, you can see he's having a good time. He's vibing. He's chilling. I love this guy. I love this guy so much. He's such an adorable little guy. He's such a cutie. Oh my god. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh, okay. I'm such a big fan of him. Okay, that's that's a nice little comfortable break. Okay, so there were multiple pieces of evidence that included Jones in various states of undress, which is, he keeps on doing this. Like, he keeps on taking his clothes off. On the second day of trial, Jones sat in the courtroom and watched a shirtless, pantsless version of himself hawk male vitality supplements, according to BuzzFeed's Charlie Warzel. Another video of him removing his clothes and yelling about the FBI was introduced into evidence. The images prompted Kelly Jones' lawyer, Bobby Newman, to tell the court he just takes his clothes off. I don't know why it's a thing he does. He's like a real life, like Danny DeVito in Always Sunny for some reason sometimes, and it's really concerning. And then the last highlight we have from this is that Alex kind of defends his conspiracy theories despite his lawyers going against it, obviously. But Alex's argument has always just been, I'm gonna keep on saying this because I believe in it, and because I believe in it, I'm allowed to say it. Okay, so from there, we get into, God, my back's killing me here on this one. Hello. Gaston, nice to have you. So on April 16th in 2018, a pretty fantastic, wonderful thing happens, which is, you know, pretty much the biggest part of the Alex Jones story to date. And that's that Leonard Posner and Veronique De La Rosa, parents of the victim Noah Posner, who was the youngest victim of Sandy Hook, filed a defamation suit against Jones, Infowars, and Free Speech Systems, which is, you know, the company that owns them, and they're suing them for defamation. So fucking holy shit. Thank God. Like, Jesus Christ. What breed of cat? Sorry, I don't know. Cat owners aren't like that. It's just, he's just a guy. So we got this, and they're suing him, and let's get into the little details now, so we can take a look. The parents of two children at Sandy Hook Elementary School, of two children killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School in 2012, sued Alex Jones, the host of Infowars, who had derided the shooting as fake and possibly staged by the government. Leonard Posner and Veronique De La Rosa, parents of Noah Posner, filed a lawsuit against Jones, Infowars LLC, and Free Speech Systems in 2017. In 2017, Infowars accused De La Rosa of being an actor rather than the parent of a child killed in the Connecticut mass shooting, according to the complaint. This conspiracy theory, which has been pushed by Infowars and Mr. Jones since the first day of the shooting, alleges that the Sandy Hook massacre did not happen, or that it was staged by the government and concealed using actors, and that the parents of the victims are participants in a horrifying cover-up, the parents said. In one instance, Jones posted a video titled "Sandy Hook Vampires Exposed." So it's pretty horrible. We also, I'm not sure. I think I have the link to the lawsuit itself, to the original filings, which we can take a look at, and we can see if, where's Catcam? Oh, it's still on. I think he's just, yeah, see? He just stopped moving. He's so cute. He's such a cute little guy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, wait, let me I'll copy the cat cam so we can take it over. Adoosh. And then Adoosh. Adoosh. Okay. Okay, here we are. So here we have the lawsuit. This is what this is what that looks like. Plaintiff's original petition, request for disclosure. Oh wait, this is the original. Yes. Okay. So it kind of describes what's happening. The damages sought in this case exceed the minimal jurisdictional limits of the Travis County District Courts. Here we are, factual background. This case arises out of accusations made by Infowars in 2017, including the false claim that plaintiff Veronique De La Rosa was an actor in a faked interview with CNN's Anderson Cooper used to cover up the truth about Sandy Hook, as well as other statements meant to support the underlying accusation that the Sandy Hook parents were liars and frauds. This conspiracy theory, which has been pushed by Infowars and Mr. Jones since the day of the shooting, alleges that the Sandy Hook massacre did not happen or that it was staged by the government. Here we are. Yeah, the Sandy Hook Vampires Exposed video was just him making the same points that he's been making forever. Yeah. I believe most of it is just that kind of same stuff. They lied, and now they've decided to go after them. The Infowars producer responded to Mr. Jones by stating, "There's supposed to be dash footage where people are smiling and getting their lunches ready. Police officers, you think they're going to have smiling police officers at a time when they're supposedly bringing out 20 dead kids and they're smiling and they're getting their lunches ready?" Yeah. Okay, so it's the usual stuff. It's the usual stuff. And then they decide to sue him for it. Finally, right? Like, he's so cute. About damn fucking time. Oh, and then I linked the Trump article because that's something that happened in 2018 when he got angry about it. That's why I didn't have it earlier before. So that lawsuit keeps on chugging. In 2019, which is what we're gonna jump to now. Oh no, it's fucking it's paywalling me again. So in 2019, we have more shit that comes out. More people are being empowered to kind of you know, go against Alex and to kind of, you know, assert themselves a little bit. And this leads to a number of people coming out, a number of employees as well coming out to speak out against him. And I'm going to read you a little bit from an article called "I Worked for Alex Jones, I Regret It." Let's have a look. On Election Day 2017, I was sat in the passenger seat of Alex Jones's Dodge Hellcat as we swerved through traffic. Oh wait, hold on, wait, let me pull up the music. So we can make it real dramatic, you know? Real wild. Make it real cinematic, you know? On Election Day 2017, I sat in the passenger seat of Alex Jones's Dodge Hellcat as we swerved through traffic, making our way to the nearest polling place. As Jones punched the gas pedal into the floor, the smell of vodka like paint thinner wafted up from the white Dixie cup anchored in the console. Is this too loud? Wait, I'm trying to measure it. My stomach churned as the phone I held streamed live video to Facebook. Jones rambling about voter fraud and rigged elections while I stared at the screen, holding the camera at an angle to hide his double chin. It rarely worked, but I didn't want to be blamed for it when he watched the video later. Let's go a bit further. So he basically talks about how Mr. Jones went with him to a voting office, and then they recorded a video where he got angry that they didn't let him vote when all they were saying was that he can't bring the camera in. Yeah, here we are. But this is also an interesting part. Here the person kind of talks about how they got into Alex Jones, and he says, but it wasn't the politics that initially drew me in. Jones had a way of imbuing the world with mystery, adding a layer of cinematic verisimilitude that caught my attention. Suddenly, I was no longer a bored kid at an overpriced art school. I was Fox Mulder combing through the X-Files, Rod Serling opening a door to the Twilight Zone, even Rosemary Woodhouse convinced that the neighbors were members of a ritualistic cult. I believed that the world was strategically run by a shadowy, organized cabal, and that Jones was a hero for exposing it. Hi, welcome back, Matt. Kitty, I know, he's chilling so hard right now. It's so cute, I love him so much. Yeah. He talks about, here we are. Over time, I came to learn that keeping Jones from getting angry was a big part of the job, though it was impossible to predict his outbursts. Stories were, oh, wait, here we are. We're just gonna play it. Actually, wait, we'll play this one. This is also no copyright. Okay. One day, I came to learn that keeping Jones from getting angry was a big part of the job, though it was impossible to predict his outbursts. Stories abundant among my co-workers. The blinds stuck, so he ripped them off the wall. A water cooler had mold in it, so he grabbed a large knife, stabbed the plastic base wildly and smashed it on the ground. Headlines weren't strong enough, the news wasn't being covered the way he wanted it, reporters didn't know how to dress properly. Once a co-worker stopped by the office with a pet fish he was taking home to his niece. It swam in circles in a small transparent bag. When Jones saw the bag balanced upright on a desk in the conference room, he emptied it out into a garbage can. On one occasion, he threatened to send out a memo banning laughter in the office. "We're in a war," he said, and he wanted people to act accordingly. Here we are. He tells a story about how Alex Jones goes out shooting with him. They take him to a shooting range, and then Alex fires a gun and nearly hits him. It's just 10 feet away. And Alex, who clearly accidentally shot it, then says, "No, it's okay because it was actually on purpose, I promise." One weekend, a few people from the office went hunting at a game reserve. On the following Monday, I was handed a hard drive full of video files and told to edit them for Mr. Jones to air on his show later that week. There are clips that are in there that are pretty bad, things we don't want to get out. So let me take a look at this before we upload it, one of my managers said. The first video I clicked on came from a cell phone. The camera pans across from a blood-covered floor to what looked like garbage. Dead animals were scattered about, eyes lifeless, tongues hanging from their mouths, crimson streaks flashed on their fur. In another video, a bison grazed quietly in the shade of a large tree. It reminded me of a tableau at the American Museum of National History. Then the camera panned over to Jones, maybe 20 yards away, holding what looked like a handgun. Jones began firing at the bison, tufts of hair flying out with every hit. The animal remained standing as Jones shot round after round. Finally, the hunting guide yelled at Jones to stop and handed him a high-caliber rifle. Jones took a moment to make sure the cameras were still recording and fired a few more rounds as the animal finally collapsed. It's so sad. It's so fucked. He's such a fucking evil person. Working for Jones was a balancing act. You had to determine where he was emotionally and match his tone quickly. Oh, here we are. This is weird. Late one night, after an extended live broadcast, Jones walked into my office shirtless. This was normal. He removed his shirt frequently around us. He pulled out a bottle of Grey Goose from a storage cabinet and filled his cup. He stumbled from his private restroom, changed into a clean black polo shirt, and stepped back into our office. "Hit me," he said to an employee in the room. When the employee refused, Jones got louder, his face redder. "Hit me!" He said, "Oh, sorry, Teddy. Sorry, Teddy." He kept saying it, getting closer each time. Finally, knowing Jones would never relent, the employee gave him a weak tap on the shoulder. "Oh, come on," he said. "Hit me harder." The employee punched him hard on the shoulder, Jones grunting in impact, seeming to enjoy the pain. Then it was his turn. Smirking, he planted his feet, reared back, and lunged his body weight towards as his fist connected with the man's arm. I could hear the dull thud of the impact, then a wincing sigh. They traded a few more punches, each time seeming less playful. Jones became wide-eyed, spit flying from his clenched teeth as he exhaled. On his last hit, the sound was different. I thought I could hear the meat split open on the employee's arm. Jones roared as he punched a cabinet, denting the door in. A few weeks later, I heard that Jones had broken a video editor's ribs after playing the same game in a downtown bar. Whew! So, he's a real charmer, he is, Mr. Jones. He's very nice. You know, everyone he's affiliated with absolutely loves him. And, everything is just going really perfect for him all the time because he's such a great guy. And it's definitely not true that most people who work with him feel uncomfortable and kind of hate him. But yeah. Okay, we'll take a little detour really quickly because there's a video that I'd like to watch with all of you. And it's a pretty interesting video, I find. It's one called I Survived on Infowars supplements for I believe it's 1 week, for 5 days, and it's a Vice video, and I keep waking him up. It's okay, he's a cat, he'll get back to sleep soon enough. But this is an interesting video by Vice that got in my recommended, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch this, but I wanted to save it for the stream. So here we are. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this video. I'll just leave Teddy in front there. He's fine.
I'm Will Tillman, and for 5 days, I'm going to become an info warrior and a zealous follower of Alex Jones.
Ugh. I just feel like I'm completely going insane.
I'm here.
Takes Infowars pills once, immediately loses his mind.
Jones, the hard right conspiracy theorist and host of the channel Infowars. You may know him from the crazy conspiracy theories he touts, or his recent banishment from all major social media for different forms of hate speech and spreading misinformation.
You've seen massive lies about
Oh yeah,
this is
another thing I should note. 2018 is the big year when Alex Jones starts getting banned from a lot of things, except for Twitter. I believe that happened in 2020. But yeah, so this is a time when he's really losing his mind. What he said as well when it happened was like, actually, no, this is good. We've got more viewers now. People like it more. And that's not true. His viewers, I believe, halved in the month after his deplatforming. Is he still banned on Twitter? He is, yeah. Musk refuses to unban him because of what he said about Sandy Hook, saying that he has kids and he could never stand to let somebody who would lie about that kind of thing exist on his platform.
It's a concerted, un-American cartel mafia operation.
In the face of his multiple bans and with his major revenue streams now cut off, Infowars' survival now depends on the support from Jones's super fans, known as Infowarriors, and the sale of his wellness products sold on his channel.
We've got Happy's, the new mood and stress natural herbal formula.
Infowars
Wait a minute. That's fucking bullshit, dude. Okay, half of I listened to a lot of Alex Jones talking about Sandy Hook, and one of the things that he talks about a lot there is that Adam Lanza was on antidepressants because Adam Lanza took Prozac for 3 fucking days. I looked into the Sandy Hook investigations, right, to actually, you know, get like a real perspective on what's happening, so I could juxtapose that with the lies that Alex was making up. And yeah, he was on antidepressants for 3 days. He had really bad side effects from it, and then he didn't do it anymore. He couldn't do it anymore. But yeah, I researched a lot about Adam Lanza, by the way. Like he's because I've read through his whole file and how they described him and stuff. And dude was like, he was a perfect example of the failure of the American healthcare system. He was like just somebody who was riddled with problems, you know. He had his OCD caused him to like wash his hands 50 times a day, you know. He had insane sensory issues. He couldn't go out. He couldn't really do anything comfortably. Yeah, and this kind of ended up manifesting in him being incredibly hateful and angry. He also played World of Warcraft a lot, so that's a red flag. But you know, but yeah, and Alex Jones likes to blame his autism for causing the shooting, when there's no actual link between that. I believe, according to my research, autistic people are mildly less likely to do a shooting than a non-autistic person.
Ridiculous to me. And the fact that Alex Jones continues to have a devoted following is baffling. So to see if I could better understand the appeal, I decided to try and become an InfoWarrior myself.
Cool. So in order to live like an InfoWarrior, I'm going to get all my nourishment and sustenance through products that I got off of the Infowars website. Let's see.
First, we have the Patriot
Alex
Blend
is
coffee.
ableist. What a
we
shot.
have the Brain Force
Yeah.
Plus pills.
I know,
taken twice
right?
Daily that supposedly increase focus and cognitive functions. The Ultimate Bone Broth is a powdered protein.
Oh my god, Ultimate Bone Broth is pretty funny as well. This is one that Alex has like tried to like demonstrate him taking multiple times on his show, and every time he does, he clearly has a hard time getting it down. Like, it's not enjoyable.
Mixture taken once a day that claims to support healthy muscle growth and digestion. It's also chocolate flavored. We have Super Male Vitality, a liquid supplement taken twice daily that claims to increase men's strength and testosterone levels. But disclaimer, none of these supplements have been evaluated by the FDA.
That's
All
how you
of my
know it's
drinking
good.
water will come through a life straw to filter out fluoride and other supposedly harmful chemicals. The Infowars store is full of
Protein
doomsday
powder is
prepping
mostly
materials,
gross? Yeah.
including a week's
It's
worth
not-
of non-perishable
it's annoying.
food from which you'll get 3 meals a day.
In solidarity with Alex Jones, for these 5 days, I will get all my news and media exclusively from the daily broadcast of Infowars.
Oh no.
Sorry, Vice.
There's no wonder he was losing his mind.
Yo, you getting a leak? So for my first meal, I'm doing the mac and cheese. I'm incredibly skeptical that it's gonna taste good. Ugh. So here is final product of the mac and cheese. I am pleasantly surprised with how it turned out. I have my mac and cheese. I have the purified water.
How can he sell
I
that without
got from the
FDA
Life Straw.
approval? I
And I'm
don't
just settling-
know. I think in America you can just sell shit that's just not FDA approved, and as long as you like make it clear that it isn't FDA approved, then you're okay. Also, real quick, a thing that happened in 2017, which I forgot to mention, because I wanted to wait until we got to this kind of this bit. This kind of funny little occurrence that happened is Alex Jones peddling lead-tainted sperm-killing products, toxic heavy metal found in 2 Infowars supplements. So that's pretty funny. That's pretty fucking funny. He he tried to sell shit and they found like deadly amounts of lead in there. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Oh man. It's pretty funny. Bro put mercury in a brain pills or something. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. The FDA sucks at regulating supplements / nutrients / health product stuff. Seems like that. Yeah, like here here I could never get like a gas station pill or something, but in America that seems to be a common thing. For example, right? Like those things this never seem like approved. They never seem legit, but yeah, they can still be sold somehow.
Down to watching some Infowars. Owen Schroyer is actually talking about gay frogs now. This is what I always expect Infowars to be.
Chemicals are turning the frogs gay.
Wow.
I'm about to try the Wake Up America Patriot Blend. That's really good, actually.
Oh no.
This is a banging cup of coffee.
Oh no, he's gonna become an Alex Jones fan now.
I'm about to go to the gym. Alex Jones himself has a very rigid workout routine. Before I go, I'm going to have some of the bone marrow mix, which helps muscle growth. I'm sweating profusely.
Oh wait. Oh, he moved a little bit, didn't he?
Smells like the bone broth.
Oh, oopsie.
I don't know if I can say that the bone broth gives me crazy diarrhea, but the bone broth gives me crazy diarrhea. So I made eye contact with someone as I said that. Rise and shine with some super male vitality.
See, this can't be good for you, right? I feel like if you do this, you'll die on like probably day 3. This is probably it for him. The video is about to end.
Here we go. Gonna be really manly today.
He looks like he's having the time of his life.
Just got home. I don't particularly feel good right now.
Oh, big
watching
stretch.
Infowars.
Big stretch.
This is the first time in the 3 days where I felt like very tired and exhausted. And I still need to make my bone broth for the day.
It's your day-to-day life, Abe. I believe you.
Thank you, Alex Jones, for the ultimate bone broth.
Oh god. I could never do this. See, this is why I'm glad we have people like this.
4 days of super male vitality. I'm still bald. I still can't grow beard, and I still can't grow chest hair.
I tried to start this journey with
an open mind, and was willing to admit if the Infowars supplements had a positive effect on me. Not a fan? Not a fan. But after 4 days of feeling generally off balance and gross, I decided to take a look at what's in these products. Turns out most of
He took them for 4 days and then he takes a look to see what's inside
the
them.
main ingredients, like the protein powder in the ultimate bone broth, are the same things you would find in generic vitamins found at your local GNC, or nootropics, which are supplements that supposedly improve cognitive functions, like the maca root in the super male vitality. For years, these unextraordinary products have been sold at a high markup, giving Alex Jones a yearly revenue as high as $20 million. But from watching Infowars, it's clear to me how someone...
Yeah, there were some reports that said that Alex Jones made at up to $400,000 a day at some points.
...would want to buy these. Jones's constant fear-mongering creates a sense of distrust about the world, and the quacky products he sells are advertised as the tools of the Infowars resistance, like they're the antidote to his own paranoid vision. So it's the night of day 4. To dinner, we have the Traveler's Stew.
Are you funding the info war? That's the risk, right? But I think if you're documenting it this well, that's okay.
I'm very happy that at the end of these 4 days, I'm finally eating something that has vegetables in it. That said, this is incredibly bland.
Have I bought the Joe Rogan Alpha Brain yet? No, I'm on it. I'm on it. I still got to figure out which parts of that are actually good, right? Because I like supplements in general. I just like when I know what they do because I think it's interesting.
Almost flavorless.
This is such a raving review. This guy's having the time of his life.
Into this weird gospel that is Infowars.
And all these traders, they control the churches, control the food you eat, control the vaccines they put in your...
Oh no.